Irv Gotti. Okay, guys, you know recently Irv Gotti passed away. All right. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. With that being said, they never said the cause of death for Irv Gotti. Y'all know the coroner report that takes it takes a little time, right? You don't get it initially. But we all know he had diabetes, but it's still we want to know the details of his passing. Irv Gotti's brother spoke in his behalf, and I like the way Irv Gotti, his brother, he worked in close partisan with his brother. All right. Murder Inc. Murder Inc. Legendary. I don't know what's left for Murder Inc. now. Right? Irv Gotti sold all the masters for Murder Inc. for millions. I think like 100 million or 200 with additional 100 million. So his family should be well taken care of, right? Irv Gotti, some people believe that Irv Gotti's demise was brought to him through stress. Contrary to public opinion, you guys, Irv Gotti had diabetes. He spoke about the complications of diabetes on the Drink Champs. And he said that eventually it comes with complications as the disease progresses, right? In which they assumed that he was okay, but he said no, he was actually going through that digression at that time on Drink Champs in real time in front of Nori and DJFN. First of all, rest in peace to Irv Gotti and condolences to his family. All right? Now, some people consider Irv Gotti a musical legend, responsible for a lot of people's success, responsible for DMX success, responsible partially for Jay-Z's success, responsible for Ja Rule's success, etc., etc. Right? Side note, he even tried to form Murder Inc., the group. DMX, Ja Rule, and Jay-Z. Imagine what that group would have looked like and the success of that group if it would have came into fruition, if these gentlemen were able to work in unison. Imagine. But there was a lot of egos involved, obviously, right? A lot of egos involved there, which it never came to actual fruition. But Irv Gotti is responsible for that. So a lot of people consider Irv Gotti a genius. Obviously, he's responsible for Ashanti's success, as well as Lloyd. Great R&B. Irv Gotti brought you hip-hop, that grutty street shit, so to speak, and he brought you R&B also. Big shout out to Ashanti. Now, there was some things that was going on with Irv Gotti and Ashanti that, to me, I believe that's what tainted Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti already had a certain image with his beef with 50. 50 painted an image of them that he changed the public perception of Ja Rule and Irv Gotti. Though we knew that they were a little bit soft with all the singing, contrary to them being called Murder Inc. Their demise wasn't necessarily complete, right? They was on a decline, I believe. Eventually, they were saturating the market with all the singing that Ja Rule was doing. But nonetheless, 50 is the one that put the nail inside the coffin for Murder Inc. All right. Irv Gotti, Drink Champs. That was one of the last chances I think that they had to redeem themselves, their story. Up until that point, you guys, we have a certain depiction of Murder Inc. and their demise. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's not a story of triumph per se. They were winning, but eventually they met their demise prematurely. Let's be clear. I get a little jaded at times. Prematurely. All right. With that being said, Irv Gotti's behavior with Ashanti. That's what I'm getting to. Ashanti and Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti had an affair with Ashanti, in which Irv Gotti started revisiting that affair. Irv Gotti went to Drink Champs and chose to speak about this affair, which nobody was thinking about. It wasn't crossing nobody's mind. Nobody was interested in it. And even when he spoke about Ashanti, it was cringing. It looked like he was trying to get his old thing back, but acting like Ashanti ain't like that. First of all, shout out to Ashanti. Hey, Ashanti. Nelly, you winning. Let's be clear. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but that's a bad bitch, period. I think you know that. Irv Gotti was mentioned in Ashanti. With that being said, Irv Gotti was speaking in a Ashanti in a how would you say, how would you say, what's the word you want to use? In a disparaging way. We'll use that for lack of a term, lack of a better term. In a disparaging way. When he was speaking about Ashanti, I don't know. It's like he had a gripe with Ashanti. It seemed like as if he had a chip on his shoulder for Ashanti. Now, some people saying that Irv Gotti had a chip on his shoulder because she left with Nelly. All right. And now Nelly got back with Ashanti. Fast forward, he got Ashanti pregnant. So that's what people say. That's what made Irv bitter. What I'm trying to say is Irv went out before Irv passed away. He was a bitter gentleman. Though Irv had all that money, I know it's a little long-winded, but though Irv had all that money, Irv seemed like he was a little bit depressed, and he was stressed out about the situation with Ashanti. Contrary to how he made it seem like Ashanti was nothing. Contrary to him trying to lead us to believe that Ashanti wasn't like that to him, as in his attraction for his affinity for Ashanti, as if she was easily replaceable, which I highly doubt that, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into this video. This is going to be a video of Irv Gotti's brother speaking about Irv and the passing of Irv, in which the manner that he passed. So the coroner report has come in, all right? Allow me one moment. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That part.
He ate a bunch of Chinese food while playing poker and had a massive hemorrhagic stroke, which is bleeding on the brain, and it was diagnosed when he was in his 40s, late 40s. But Irv doesn't go to the doctor, so that's why he's so late being diagnosed, right? And then when he finally did go get a real physical and a checkup, he was like, "You're diabetic," and he didn't believe it. You know, my dad.
Type 1, Chris?
Irv was type 1. Irv was type 1. And then it started with type 2, developed into type 1. So my dad was diabetic. He passed at 86. And when we talk about this topic, why it's so dear and sensitive for me is I watched him suffer the last 3 years of his life. So it's about quality of life. When Dame is talking about being able to be with his kids, it's about quality of life and the way you actually can stay here and keep doing that. We all have to go at one point in time. We just really want to go on our terms. That's how I look at it. And Irv, sadly enough, he did go on his terms. He just didn't believe it, and he was like, "I'm going to go the way."
That's enough for that.
Basically, I wanted.
All right, so you guys see, according to Irv Gotti's brother, Irv died the way he wanted to die. Diabetes. Eating what he wanted. What was the cause of death here? The coroner, I guess they say he reveals he suffered a stroke while eating Chinese food. And the irony, ironically enough, people, and this is no disrespect to Irv Gotti, rest in peace, Irv Gotti, condolences to his family. Just like Boosie said, Irv Gotti was loved out here, contrary to what 50 Cent says about him. I know 50 don't feel no way. 50 don't have no love for Irv Gotti. 50 said he's smoking on a Gotti pack. 50 said he wished that Gotti was able to see him in his new project. Then he said, "Nah, just playing, rest in peace." With dove emojis. How kind of you. Nonetheless, Irv Gotti went out the way he wanted to go. Now, I know a lot of people that choose the Irv Gotti route. I know a lot of people that rather just eat their way into a casket, so to speak. Some people would rather live the way they want to live. Now, I'm not saying that was the case for necessarily for Irv Gotti, because Irv Gotti suffered from diabetes, right? Some people don't suffer from nothing. They just have bad eating habits. But for the people that have illnesses that they can't necessarily get rid of, I understand the discouragement behind it. So I'm not gonna water down or be insensitive, all right, to your demise, as in the route that you take. But like you said, Irv Gotti ate what he wanted. He did what he ate, how he felt. Nonetheless, you guys, I see Irv Gotti was kind of stressed out on his way out. We all know the Murder Inc. Murder Inc. was the name was tainted. But I think the situation with Ashanti kind of brought him down more. He looked stressed out on Nori's Drink Champs. Shout out to Drink Champs, but he looked stressed out on Drink Champs, nonetheless. All right. Shout out to Irv Gotti. Shout out to his brother. Shout out to everybody on Murder Inc., Shanti and all. The R&B and the hip-hop side, that part. L.O.T.S approved media. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash your subscription buttons. Make sure you guys are sharing this, all right? Everybody has people that admire them. I need you guys to share this so YouTube people get more acclimated and start watching this. Also, make sure you guys hit the like button so YouTube will take this content and push it forward, recommend it. YouTube is not going to recommend the content unless you guys are liking it. Hit the like button. It don't cost you a damn thing. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's the person that be creeping and watching. Y'all niggas with the Pooh Shiesty mask on like y'all ninjas. Don't be no pocket. If you're a ninja watcher, I'm going to automatically assume you're a pocket watcher. And if you're a pocket watcher, you're a hater, because that means that you watching other people's money. Get your own money. So I watch other people's money. You're peeping Tom then. That's what I'm assuming. You look through people's windows at night. That part. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your grandparents' house. Don't embarrass the people that raised you, right? You hit the like button. You just don't walk in somebody's house with your feet. You know you got dirt and mud and bacteria on the bottom of your shoe. You wipe your feet at the rug. Wipe your feet at the rug for me, all right? That part. L.O.T.S approved media. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Once again, the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. All right. What else? We spoke about Bootsy. Spoke about Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti at the White House. Excuse me. Irv Gotti passing away. Now, you guys, there's these girls. There's women in hip hop. Now, this is a woman topic, so I'm gonna be careful with this one. You know, women, you ain't really supposed to get inside women business, but this one right here, I gotta kind of like stick my nose in it just a little bit.